So, the time has come now to take the engine out. Now, normally I would have shown the removal of these 3 bits of tinware, but these took so long to get out that the video would have been just boring. But I'll show you where they go. So, this particular plate here, it goes in there and it's held on by 2 screws. So that's all that holds that one in. This one goes underneath the engine and it goes like that. So it's got bolts there and bolts there, and that just simply goes under like that. And then this little plate is the plate that goes between the engine and the gearbox. And that's just got 3 bolts holding that. 1, 2, 3. So that's all from underneath. And that took so long to get out that I just could not videotape it. So then there's a few other things you've got to take off on the engine. So the fuel line and then the wiring to the generator. So that's there. Over on this side, the lead to the coil has come off and the wiring to the coil has come off and the oil pressure switch wire has come off. That's all that's there. And then up on the carburetor, there's the accelerator cable and the choke cable. So that's it. So once all that is off, theoretically now, once I take the bolts off the gearbox, this engine mount and this back cover, theoretically that engine should just wheel straight out. So what we'll do is we'll get it ready and then we'll start the video again. So step 2 now to get this engine out is to remove this panel and this engine mount. So we've already loosened the bolts because they weren't that easy to get out, but essentially I'll show you here. So there's a 13mm nut and there's 2 bolts there, and then there's 2 on this side, and that's all you need, a 13mm spanner. And to get the engine mount off, so there's 2 bolts, once again 13mm, and they go in there. And then you also need to take off the 2 nuts at the back of the mount, and then it'll release the spring. But before you do that, you need to put the jack underneath and take some of the weight off the bottom of the engine. So let's take these ones out now and I'll show you what the engine mount looks like. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm learning as I go as well. So there's the engine mount, and there's the spring, and there's the 2 bolts and the 2. That's all that holds that engine at the back here, apart from the gearbox bolts. So there's 4 bolts that I've taken off the back on the gearbox as well. 1 bolt and 3 nuts, and the starter motor. Very easy to get to. 13mm spanner is all you need. So now we've taken these off and the engine mount off. Theoretically, this should just pull straight out. Ooh. Like that. So we'll get the camera ready and we'll have a go at separating the engine from the gearbox. But that's made a whole lot more room now. Alright, so I've got my helper here. We've got the engine balanced on the jack. We've got the nuts off the gearbox, and we're going to see if we can separate it. So, just very slowly, wobble, while keeping it balanced. Okay, you might have to just, twist it around. Now, it might go down a little bit. Keep it on that block of wood if we can. Alright. How are we going there? Yeah.
Oh, looking good, looking good. It's just those wires there.
Yeah, don't worry about the wires.
Yeah.
Okay, just keep it level. Just tip the top back a bit.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's hit his exhaust, is it?
Yeah.
On that flat there. Right, looks like we are here. Yep. So now we can probably angle it a little bit. Yep. And come back. Oh, this is looking good. Around a sec, bud. Alright, let's go. A bit of pressure off this jerk. Okay. Let's go back. Alright,
It's really not that bad.
there we have it. Engine removal and a big empty space and a tiny little gearbox.